Hello there, today I'm going to talk about a cultural anime. If you like vanilla and romance, then this anime is for you. By the way, good luck for your No Nut November challenge. Based on the anime synopsis, the main character, Hiroyuki, lost his mother due to unforeseen circumstances. Since his father is working abroad, he is staying together with his late mother's close friend. Her name is Haruka, and she is very kind and understanding. She has a daughter, and her name is Hinata. All of them are in a good relationship with each other. Due to plot purposes, her husband is also working abroad, and he rarely returns home. Lately, he has been contacting her less and less, which caused their relationship to become cold. One day, Hiroyuki confessed his love to Haruka.
本気です。小さい頃からはるかさんのことが好きです。僕。
あの子があんな風に思ってたなんて。親友のミキの忘れがたみ。ミキに頼まれたのもあるけど。
His love confession caught her off guard, since she has been raising him like her own son, so he is just like a son to her.
あら、こんなに上だったかしら。
あ、取りますよ。
ありがとう、ヒロ君。
Despite that, she could feel like her dungeon is leaking when she received his love confession. Well, I don't blame her, since her dungeon haven't received any Excalibur treatment for a very long time. Anyways, she couldn't give him an answer yet, but their lives go on as usual. After he wakes up, he went to the kitchen to greet her, and she is acting normal around him. She greets him back, and asked him to wake Hinata up. In addition, she told him that privacy exists to be fucked, so he could just barge into her room without giving a single shit.
いきなり開けて起こしちゃっていいからね。
はーい。
Therefore, he opened the door and entered her room. What a fucking surprise. She is currently changing in her room, so he could witness such spectacular view in this morning. When she saw him, she became flustered and asked him to stop staring at her and get the hell out of her room. Fortunately, she didn't throw stuff at him, because violence is never the answer. The editor should take note. Anyways, she got a little bit angry at her mom for causing all of this. Her mom doesn't really care and give her 2 lunch boxes.
そう？返事聞こえなかったわよ。それに減るもんじゃなし。はい、これ。もう。行ってきます。行ってらっしゃい。
She is so done with her mom and left for school. Both of them are walking together to school and they are chatting with each other.
今は部活に集中したいし、彼氏なんてさ。それにあんたが相手って。
なんだよ。
なんでも。それにしても最近特にうるさくなってきた感じしない？お母さん。
そうだな。
I guess he will be getting the famous mother-daughter combo meal sooner or later. When he got back home, he entered Haruka's room because screw privacy. Once again, not locking door is a canon event. If the door is locked, then he couldn't witness her in her default skin. Anyhow, for unknown reason, she actually apologized to him for showing him such unsightly view. By the way, I have no idea what the hell is she talking about. He felt the same way too, and he apologized to her for not respecting her privacy. Then, he told her that he wants to have a talk with her later.
ありがとう。嬉しいわ。
今日時間ありますか？相談が。
いいわよ。
じゃあ行ってきます。
行ってらっしゃい。ミキ、ごめんね。
After she is ready, he entered her room to have a private talk with her. He confessed his feelings to her again. During that, she suddenly stopped him. She told him that she is already married, and she is a mother, so she felt like she is not worthy to become his lover. I guess she has low self-esteem after all. Despite that, she told him that she is willing to give him the dungeon pass.
そのね、一度だけなら受け止めてあげる。こんなおばさんでいいなら。
僕ははるかさんがいいんです。おばさんなんて、はるかさんは可愛いですし。
もうバカな子ね。可愛いってなんてこと言うのよ。もう。
After that, he gave her a hug, and she wants him to remove her outer protective gear. Therefore, he happily sets her superior gene free. She told him that she is quite embarrassed now, but she knew that the protein time is inevitable, so she wants him to perform a safety inspection on her hopes and dreams. He is role-playing as a TSA agent now, and he is checking the shit out of her melons like his life depends on it. During that, his Excalibur became enraged and ready for battle. She noticed it, so she wants to give it some anger management therapy. She starts to clean his Excalibur the climate-friendly way to calm it down. You guys can do that in real life too. Just remember to say no homo and wear socks before you do that. Anyways, her cleaning power is over 9,000, so he paid her with a lot of homemade protein shake, since protein shake is the international currency. By the way, for those who are new here, I am paying my editor the same way too. Moving on, she knew that wasting such rare delicacy is bad, so she consumed all of it. I guess this is her first protein shake after a very long time, since her husband never really came home. After that, he is checking her holy canal for any leakage. Guess fucking what? It is leaking like crazy, so he wants to seal it. It looks like he is a part-time plumber man now. After equipping the legendary protection, he begins to charge into her dungeon in the name of Plumber Man. After exploring for a while, he has used Protein Blast since her dungeon is too high level for him. Then she looked at the time and realized that it is already this late. So she asked him if he would like to go shopping with her. Although he has used Protein Blast, his Excalibur is still raging and ready for round 2. Therefore, he launched a surprise attack and 360 no-scope her dungeon from behind. She did not see that coming, but she will be coming later. She asked him to stop that, since it is too much. Little did she know that it is never too much for Protein Blast. Therefore, he kept exploring her dungeon like his life depends on it. In the end, both of them have reached the peak, and he is willing to end the protein time in a creamy note. She got mad at him because he used to be so gentle, but he is a beast during the protein time. I am not sure if she is complimenting him or scolding him, but I guess it is the former. After that, both of them went shopping together. On their way back home, Hinata is on her way back from school, and she joined them.
珍しいね、二人でなんて。
久しぶりだもの。ほら、ひなたも持って。
部活でクタクタ、むしろカバンも持ってほしい。ふり。
おい。
そのくらい軽いでしょ、男の子。
At home, Haruka is still thinking about the protein time today. It looks like she is worried about it, and she did not expect that he would want someone old like her. Damn, I have no idea what is she talking about. Anyhow, she convinced herself that everything will be back to normal on the next day. On the next morning, Hinata is in a rush, so she didn't wait for him, and went to school alone.
いつも慌ただしいわね。ヒロ君のお嫁さんも当分先ね。
After that, he is feeling awkward around her, and he couldn't speak normally to her. She told him that he should not worry about that, since that is just a one-time thing only. After that, she wants to do the laundry. Who would have expected that a washing machine would operate a washing machine?
意外とがっしりしてるのよね、ヒロ君。男の人って感じ。
Anyways, when she is doing the laundry, she accidentally sniffed his clothes. Well, she definitely did that on accident, right? Anyhow, she was caught by him in 4K.
これは違うの。
She tries to explain the misunderstanding to him, although there is no misunderstanding. He understands her situation, so he gave her a hug from behind, and she could feel that his Excalibur is happy to see her. As a result, she has no choice but to give him the dungeon pass. He entered creative mode and spawned a legendary protection out of nowhere. Then, he begins to do the washing machine in front of a washing machine. After a while, he has used Protein Blast, and she has spawned a lot of holy water as well. After the washing time is over, she found out that his Excalibur is still dirty, so she cleans it the climate-friendly way. Damn, I guess she identified as a washing machine now, as she should be. After he went to school, she is still thinking about her life decisions. She has no idea if this is the correct choice or not.
このままじゃいけないわ。あの子のためにも、私自身のためにも。
Despite that, she felt happy because this is the first time someone being that assertive toward her. Suddenly, she received a message from her husband.
あの人からだわ。珍しいのね。昨日電話したばかりだけど。
It looks like he sent it to her by mistake, and he immediately unsent it after that. However, she has already saw the message, and she assumed that he is cheating on her. Well, she is cheating too, so that is how a modern relationship works after all.
はい、よろしくお願いします。二人には内緒だけど。
Anyways, she knew that she needs to become a strong and independent woman, and she doesn't want to rely on others, so she went to find a job. She is currently working at a convenience store. At there, she meets her coworker, and both of them introduce themselves to each other.
三山遥と申します。よろしくお願いします。
一ノ瀬小春です。こちらこそよろしくお願いします。
可愛らしい子ね。ヒロ君と同年代かしら。でも時間があれね。
夕方には他のバイトも入れ替わりで入るので、帰り前に紹介しますね。
After that, Koharu starts to teach her the basic of her work. After her shift is almost over, Koharu told her that someone will take over their shift.
おはようございます。
あ、ちょうど。ひろゆきくん、こちら今日から入った深山さん。入れ替えだけど。深山さん、こちら神木ひろゆきくんです。
What a fucking surprise. He is also working it there too. Haruka is shocked when she saw him, because she doesn't know that he is working a part-time job too. When he is at home, she got angry at him and starts to lecture him. He apologized to her for keeping it a secret from her, and he told her that he wants to save money to buy something.
そうじゃなくて、短期だし、どうしても欲しいものがあって。
別に怒ってるわけじゃないの。ただ内緒にされてたことがね。
それは申し訳ないです。けどおばさんもどうして。
私は時間を潰すのと家計の足しになればって。いいの、私は大人だし。
ずるいですよ、大人っての。言い訳とか。
Then she got jealous of Koharu, and he told her that there is nothing going on between them. In addition, he told her that she is the only one he has his eyes on, although he has no fucking eyes. Then he starts to inspect her superior genes to calm her down. Coincidentally, that is what I did to the editor, but they are flat as fuck. Anyways, he tried to check if he can carry out the unlimited food glitch with her. Unfortunately, she doesn't possess the almighty calcium cannon. In the end, she has reached the peak, and she has no idea what the hell is she even doing now. All of a sudden, she found out that he has unleashed his Excalibur, and it is ready for battle. She told him to stop that, but he explained to her the 69th principle of Excalibur. Once an Excalibur is in motion, no external force can act upon it to make it stop. Therefore, he starts to explore her dungeon like his life depends on it. In the end, both of them reach the peak. After that, Hinata finished her bath, and she doesn't know anything that happened at the living room just now. Then, she went to her work as usual. She knew that this is wrong, since she wants to distance herself from him, but she couldn't do that now. At work, she greets Koharu, and begins to change into her uniform there. When Koharu saw that, she complimented her for having a nice figure.
一ノ瀬さん恥ずかしいですよ。
むしろ自慢ですよ。いいなぁ。背も高いし、出るとこ出てて引き締まってるし。
お疲れ様です、店長。
少しは慣れました？
はい。一ノ瀬さんにも親切に教えていただいて、すごく助かります。
一ノ瀬さんにね。頑張ってね。
ありがとうございます。
After that, she begins her shift by stalking the shelves. In the meantime, someone is watching her through the camera. It is Koharu, and it looks like she is plotting something. Then, he came to take over the shift. It looks like he will be working a longer shift now.
ちょっと稼ごうと思って。
頑張って稼いでください。それでもって私にいろいろ買ってくださいね。
小春ちゃん。絶対嫌だね。
あら、いつも通りで冷たいんだ。
When they are chatting with each other, Haruka is watching them in 4K, and she got jealous again. At that moment, she starts to overthink and thought of a lot of possible scenario.
ってちょっと近くに寄りすぎじゃないの？小春ちゃんとか言ってたし、ヒロ君って外ではダメ。そりゃあの年だものね。いくら好きとか言ってても寄られたらね。
All of a sudden, he called out to her and wants to know if she is fine since she is spacing out during work. At that moment, she remembered about the scene just now, so she got pissed off and told him that she is clocking out now. Then, he followed her to the staff room, and she told him that Koharu is waiting for him now. After that, he pushed her against the locker and tried to explain the misunderstanding to her. He told her that he doesn't have any feelings for Koharu, and they are just coworker. Despite that, she knew that Koharu might have feeling for him.
君になくても相手にあるかもしれないでしょ。
彼女に限ってそんなことないですよ。面食いだし年上好きですし。それより
最近躊躇しないわよね、ヒロ君。初めの頃は初々しかったのに。
After all of that, as usual, he suddenly makes a move on her to calm her down. That surprised her since they are still at the workplace. She told him to stop that, and she will give him the dungeon pass once they return home. However, he told her that his Excalibur is ready for battle now. Therefore, he starts to explore her dungeon there. She did not see that coming, but she will be coming later. In the end, both of them have reached the peak. Despite that, she got angry at him and told him that he must not do that anymore.
後でお説教だから、すぐに帰ってらっしゃい。それじゃあ、仕事頑張ってね。年頃だものね。 こんな関係にしたのも私の責任。しっかりしなきゃ。
お疲れ様です。
When Koharu's shift is over, she suddenly changed her clothes in front of him, and that surprised him. He quickly told her that he is still here. However, she doesn't care and told him that he can look if he wants. Then, she showed him a picture of him having protein time with Haruka just now. She told him that she goes to the same school as him. I guess she is going to use that picture to politely persuade him later. He wants to know what does she want from him. As expected, she told him that she wants to carry out the protein time with him, and the anime ended right there. Thus, that is the end of my recap for this cultural anime. This anime currently has 2 episodes, and they will release more episodes soon. These are the comments and feedback for this anime from a cultural website. So, what do you guys think about the plot and animation of this anime? Let me know in the comment section below after you watched it alone, or with your families for some top 10 families moments.